Does your weight loss plan look anything like this? I'm having my breakfast meal replacement shake. Then it's time for my morning cardio. Post-workout power snack. Here's my perfectly portioned lunch. Meal number 3 of 8 today. Weight loss is going great. Or is it? Are you hungry a lot of the time? Do you miss eating certain foods that aren't allowed on your diet? Are you dreading getting your cardio in because it's freaking cold? I lasted 4 weeks before I decided I couldn't take this much longer, let alone for months or years on end. And then I realized something that changed the course of history forever. The people I know who are lean and fit, not a lot of them do all of this stuff. And when I stopped following this standard advice, that's when I lost more than 40 pounds in under 2 months. And I never gained it back. These are the biggest mistakes you need to stop doing and what you need to do instead. Let's start with portion control, because this advice simply won't die. We all know the standard advice. If you want to lose weight, you need to create a calorie deficit. And eating smaller portions is the #1 recommendation for cutting calories. Let's pretend this is the amount of calories we need to eat each day in order to lose weight. We take all of these calories and we split them up evenly. Now, spread those out throughout the entire day and voila. Now we have 8 equal portioned snacks and meals. This will help you to manage hunger, it'll boost your metabolism, and it makes a calorie deficit so much easier, right? Right? This is what I did for the first month when I tried to lose weight, and I watched the clock like a hawk because I was hungry all the time. And yet, I just assumed that constant hunger was a necessary part of weight loss, the price that had to be paid. I was wrong. It seems logical that having smaller meals more often helps to control hunger. But every time you eat, you trigger hormones that increase your appetite. This is why I'm almost always hungrier throughout the days when I eat breakfast versus the days when I skip it. And if you're going to experience hunger while losing weight because you've created a calorie deficit, why not strategically choose when you're hungry? What if you took those 8 tiny meals, recombined them, and made this? Now you have 2 grown-up sized meals. If you're able to do it, the best way to manage hunger while losing weight is with intermittent fasting. You have periods of time where you're not eating and may experience some hunger, but then you have periods of time where you're eating until you're full, not just teasing your appetite with a tiny little portion, and you don't experience hunger. Spread your tiny meals out across the day, feel hungry for 24 hours. Skip breakfast and eat 2 grown-up meals, experience hunger in the morning only. Same calories, different effects on hunger. Bonus tips: the advice to never skip breakfast, wrong. And mostly marketing done by breakfast food companies. Millions of people skip breakfast every single day, myself included, and our metabolism is totally fine. And the advice to eat healthy snacks in between meals, false. You're better off sticking with larger meals and skipping the constant grazing. And if you don't believe me, be sure to check out this video, which I've linked at the end of this one. But now you know how to fight against hunger by focusing on when you eat. Let's move on to what to eat for weight loss and overall health. The entire weight loss industry is a mess. Every year, thousands of new and self-proclaimed experts add more confusion to the mix, claiming that the way that they prefer to eat is the missing link to weight loss. But most of it is merely personal opinion and preferences. And a lot of it is just a quest to make a quick dollar. But people are forever coming out with new diets. This one is based on how our ancestors used to eat millions of years ago when the life expectancy was 33 and 75% of people died from starvation or dehydration. But underneath all the confusion and the lies, there's the fundamental truth. Weight loss is not complicated once you stop following all the complicated nonsense. Every respectable diet that is good for your health and therefore results in natural weight loss has one basic thing in common. It eliminates most processed foods and instead has you eat primarily unprocessed foods. This is why I've interviewed so many different people who have lost weight by eating in different ways. Like Sean, who lost 269 pounds following the carnivore diet. Or Kayla, who lost 80 pounds using intermittent fasting. Or Chris, who lost weight by making tiny changes to his eating habits. What all of this means for you is there is no single diet out there that is the end-all, be-all. You can lose weight with any number of different ways of eating as long as the fundamentals are still in place. And the most important fundamental is to reduce processed foods and eat more real food. Which brings us to our next point. I said eat food, and I said real food. If you look around at the animal kingdom, you'll notice most animals eat food to live. Hummingbirds technically drink their food, but most other animals don't drink nectar, and that includes humans. Because our bodies aren't designed to drink food. And I don't just mean calorie-containing beverages like soda. If you're looking to lose weight, you already know you should stop drinking your calories. One of the first things I cut out of my diet when I wanted to lose weight was soda, juice, and sports drinks. But I did drink meal replacement shakes in the beginning because I heard they were great for protein and for helping to manage hunger. Nutrition shakes claim to be a quick and simple solution to calorie control. In reality, they're just an expensive way to feel hungry all of the time, because chewing and digesting food is an important step in your body's hormonal response to the calories that you eat. If you're drinking meals, you're short-circuiting a lot of these natural processes, like hormonal signals for feeling full, like the energy you burn when you chew and digest food, like the pleasure of eating real food. That is a tasty burger. And I know I'm going to tick some people off here, but not you, because you're here for the truth, and I'm not trying to sell you anything. But those monthly subscription programs like Optavia, Slim Fast, Huel, and the thousands of other expensive, ultra-processed powder products, these rarely, if ever, lead to long-term weight loss maintenance. Bonus tips: fat burning pills, weight loss supplements, juice detoxes. Most of these are glorified scams. The others don't do anything. If you really want to be surprised, be sure to check out this video, which is also linked at the end. But before you watch that, there's one more huge mistake that we need to discuss. The idea that we need to exercise more in order to lose weight has been drilled into our skulls for decades. Eat less, move more. Eat less, move more. Eat less, move more. That's what I did. Because logically, it seems to make sense. Do lots of cardio, burn more calories, lose weight faster. Until you end up like I did. Leg cramps that lasted for 2 hours after running. Constantly fighting late night urges to eat everything and anything in sight. Because you're not eating enough nutrition to recover from all that exercise. And because burning more calories causes your body to release hormones that increase your hunger in direct proportion to your calorie deficit. deficit. Toss in the fact that consistent cardio exercise causes your metabolism to adapt and decrease over time, and then you find yourself on that hamster wheel of weight loss and weight regain. Personally, I prefer weightlifting and HIIT exercise simply because it's more fun for me. But for the record, I've coached tons of people who have lost weight without exercising at all. They lost weight simply by focusing on intermittent fasting and what they ate. But when I switched to strength training and scaled back on the cardio, that's when things started clicking. I was able to eat more calories without gaining more body fat. I built some lean muscle, and that additional muscle actually did boost my metabolism. And there's that word again, metabolism. When we want to lose weight, it seems if we could just get our metabolism working for us, things would go much smoother. But rather than focusing on the underlying components of our metabolism, experts constantly tell us to focus on calories. But that's exactly why I created this video, so you can fix the real root causes of your metabolism, lose weight easily, and ditch the cardio trap while you're at it.
This is a tasty burger.